Hi guys, I welcome you to my YouTube channel, Discovery Africa TV. We know social media has a lot of benefit and advantage to some extent, but in another perspective, this same social media has been used in a negative way. Now, about this ongoing issue between Senator Natasha-Akpabio, we've been seeing several things flying in the media. And that is why so many people said Senator Natasha should never bring her evidence to the social media because it will be manipulated. Now, for some days now, we'll be seeing some voice calls, some videos flying in the internet. And finally, Senator Natasha has actually debunked that voice is never her own. Although during the voice call, a number of things were said about the National Assembly, about her recall process, about Senator Akpabio, and even former Governor Yaya Bello, and even to the extent of talking about Mr. President Bola Ahmed Asiwaju Tinubu. But guys, this video, a number of people has come out to say several things about that video and the voice recording. Many people said it was actually a clone voice of Senator Natasha. You could remember there was a time that Sandra Dury voice and Senator Akpabio and Senator Natasha, issued then, whereby someone came out with a particular analysis and said all of what the video and the voice call that Sandra Dury played during her Facebook Live back then was the clone voice of Senator Natasha. You understand? A woman actually came out and said Sandra Dury came to her to pay her so that she can actually clone Senator Natasha's voice. So we'll be seeing several things happening up and down and all of what people has been seeing out there. But yes, we all know as we speak, when Senator Natasha was actually on an interview with Adeola Faye some days ago, she made us understand several petitions that is in court and several proceedings and several petitions she has filed to the Inspector General of Police. But it's shocking that even all of the people she actually claimed and she petitioned, none of them has been arrested, none of them has been called or summoned. But we saw what happened, not quite long, that the Abuja High Court actually summoned Senate President Natasha-Akpabio and Senator Wambanye about the harassment case and all of that. But let me leave you to the rest of the video, guys, and everything that happened in this video. Do it to drop your comment and subscribe to this YouTube channel, Discovery Africa TV. In respect to all of this news about Senator Natasha, Senator Wambanye, Akpabio, Governor Yaya Bello, and even the federal government, we are going to be giving you the needed update and several things and latest development that you need to know about all these ongoing proceeding and court cases. So watch the rest of the video, guys. This is Discovery Africa TV.
Thank you for joining us once again. The world of AI, abuse of technology, and misuse of technology, we already have high-handed law enforcement officers. Sometimes when you want to say, oh, let's get them to get involved, it looks like you want to get them to gag people. Even themselves might end up using it to gag people. But I think it's high time. Remember the other day, there was a picture released where P2B was kneeling before Asiwaju. It was found out to be fake. Things like that kept happening. Now, Aboti has come out to say that the audio they are circulating, it's not her voice. That this was doctored or, fabricated, just to cause problem in the society. Even to this time, she's accepted that this is capable of causing distortion in the leadership of the National Assembly. So when you see things like this happen, and at the end of the day, the responsibility is not even traced to anyone. Do you think we'll continue like that? In as much as our law enforcement agents, we are worried that they might introduce high-handedness. Don't you think things like this, that particular things of high importance like this, that they should have a trail of that video, audio, or whatever, and let's see the originator, so people can stop doing this. A lot of misinformation will come when election, as we draw closer to 2027. AI has improved from what it was 3 years ago, no matter how you look at it. Far improved. So by 2027, it's going to be a lot worse. People will be doing some wonder. If you remember when P2B's conversation with they see that the also that they say there was a little tinkering and all that. If it is not, they'll make it more perfect. So where do we go from here?
Okay, so I think one of the things we should do is that we should be more educated. You and I on a platform, journalist activities know how to fact check news. Nigerians also must, first of all, know how to fact check news.
It's important.
That's number one. Number two, when Sahara Reporter came up and said that the reason Obi went to Rome was to the Vatican was to go and meet Asiwaju.
For fidelity judgment debt.
Exactly. Yeah, that Fidelity Bank. Nigerians almost drowned Sahara Reporter with the publisher that Showore, you know. So we need to fact check before you click on a button to circulate it.
Yes.
Fact
Don't
check.
share what you have not verified.
Exactly. There are platforms to see it. You know, most of the time we speak, oh, there's no smoke without fire. There are a lot of smoke that fire never came up.
You never seen Mansi before.
Exactly. They are induced smoke.
All right, Peter, it's like you have an expansionary idea, you know, into what he has
He's
said.
talking about Nigerians need to be more educated. I don't think so. These people have gone. If you remember some years ago, I think 2 years ago, if I had problems, if I had problems, he spoke on an item he felt was true. It came out from original source. So when he found out, and there was a backlash, he came up and he apologized. So I think there should be a way, either by legislation or there should be a way to control this because it's becoming more dangerous. It's going to consume every person. But now, there will be, you can see my video tomorrow. As I'm sitting here now speaking, they can tweet what I just said to somebody else. And you see the mad movement align with what's being spoken.
Yeah.
So fact checking it might not be easy for the ordinary man on the street. If people start being held accountable for what they do, it will reduce. If we trace it to the source and the person is being held accountable, everybody will take you. The reviews will reduce. Everybody will become afraid because there's a law now that you are breaching. But now I don't know there's already existing law they are breaching. So we should do more in area of regulation. Let's forget that our military arms could abuse it, but there should be something to control this.
So the issue there is about the fact that most of this news come out from platforms that nobody ever knows. Do you understand? But that's what I'm talking about fact checking.
Yeah.
If I see a news now for Sahara Reporter or any other known place, there are a lot of things. Do you understand?
There's an element of degree of credence.
Yeah, exactly. So there are a lot of them that we don't know where they are emanating from.
Let me give an example now.
Okay.
If you're on Facebook, you will see some these people that produce drugs. They will take on array sets.
Yeah.
I said they are advertising that product. You see these people that you know speaking, talking about this doctor has done this research for 20 years to arrive at this product,
And they're all fake.
all fake. So how you see Arise logo?
How do you know that it's fake?
You see
No, how do you know that it's fake?
What he's saying is that
I know.
not everybody has that level of knowledge.
Yeah. So that's where we have institutions like
That's what we're talking about, institutions.
NOA, coming to educate people.
Yeah.
Do you understand? There are things we can't say on this table. We can't advertise Igbo on this table. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. There are things we can't advertise colors on this table. So if you are bringing, I tell a lot of people that try to market drugs for me on the street. I say you don't sell drugs on the street. They say they are vitamins.
But not
vitamins, you don't sell them on the
everybody,
street.
not everybody will think that way. A typical somebody, a laborer, might say, give me alabuku, give me this, give me that, swallow, give me, what is it called? There's this other one they sell in bottles, Abo, Miss Abo plus any other thing.
You know, I thought you normally take that.
No, certainly not. So Peter was just trying to protect and trying to acknowledge that no matter how much effort to put in educating people, not everybody might be able to have that level of knowledge to discredit an AI-generated video. You know, the other day was telling us that in as much as our democracy is not performing as expected, that people are beginning to use that non-performance to idolize a kind of dictatorship elsewhere based on fake videos emanating from Burkina Faso and all that. People are consuming that. They send a lot of those to me. I say, no, these are not real videos. They'll tell you, no, it's true, watch it. So not everybody. I agree with you. So I think it's a both way.
No, but
we can do all. We can do all.
Yes.
Yeah.
The platforms they use is what to get hold of those platforms. Okay, for is difficult.
It's difficult.
No, like this is what I give now. Okay, this is I come to advertise this drug. The people they use is wrong. We'll start from there. Now, nobody complain because you feel like they're not blackmailing anybody. Yes. You feel like
But
it's
they are
okay.
blackmailing
But
the
it's not
reporter.
okay. It's not the reporter saying it.
Okay, but now let's also pick this. A lot of people think beyond coming to discredit the video that Aboti was also getting scared. If you go to comments where people are saying, they say, her brain done the research, like she's giving in or whatever. That I said no. When something comes out and you're not the one, you can come out to discredit it.
So could it be there is a generation of people that are saying that she's giving it right now? Akpoti has stood her ground on things she's bold about. She doesn't. In fact, she has even spoken that I may be dead tomorrow. I mean,
Anybody can be dead
Do you
tomorrow.
understand? So she doesn't take concern with that.
And also, I don't think there's anybody involved in politics that is kind of claiming that persecution is something unknown to you. It's like us here speaking out. You might just be speaking sincerely, but your sincerity and your facts we are talking about is getting some people angry. Facts get some people angry. So there's no way you don't expect certain element of persecution or things like that. It's natural to what you are doing.
But can I tell the solution of that? The reason for that? Yeah. The Bible has a reason for that. It says, for men love darkness more than light. It's very simple.
I think about it is being smart. Okay, this could be generated from her enemies. Already she's in court.
Yes.
Over issues. Now, an announcement that she made
To give
the
credence.
proposal that she made, that she didn't make, could add to, you can use that as evidence. So she should be smart. Anything she didn't say, she has the right to come and deny it, not because she was afraid. But now this could add to the evidence they have against her in court.
But also, she might also have right to be afraid because she said a lot of petitions were submitted.
Yeah.
Maybe she was expecting the police to charge those she reported, but the charge back to sender. When you say back to sender, you should be scared.
I don't think the police will be very. Will go on that route in bringing out something that's generated.
No. Police authority have capability
to
detect. Yes, it's about misinforming the public. You see, no matter how you look at it, the public has a lot to contribute in anything.
Yes.
When you sway the public against somebody, whatever you do to punish or persecute that person, they tend to accept it. Do you understand? But if the public is with that person, if you do anything, they see it as persecution. And when public decides to react against persecution, no power can stop them. Even politicians know that. Because the number of people in any location, in any geographical location, is usually more than the number of law enforcement officers in that location.
Far
it's
more
only law and order that gives them the power, and everybody knows that. So let's come to issue of her trial now. Are we expecting maybe indefinite because it was affected by the strike action in the judiciary? Are we expecting that by now there should be some maybe political maneuver to calm the space down?
Well, if there are no political maneuvers, I'll be very surprised. Is it maneuvers or political solution to the problem?
Solution to the problem. You maneuver so you can get solution.
And I know there's something you normally educate me on since you're a wiser politician. That look, all these politicians forget. They just make us to quarrel at the base and at the top. It's about interest. But I think, and I've always said it, I should have thought in my calculations that by now this matter should have been dying down. So people should have shelved their sword and allow for peace. And one person that I think can shelve his sword is the Senate president. That's the real truth. But I can tell you on my own views that the Senate president is not doing well at all. It's not to Nigerians. It's not being nice to Nigerians because the way he takes on things, he's always on the other side of Nigerians, not on the side. He is supposed to be on the side of Nigerians. And there's something someone said. He said, okay, it was an American, a legislator, a senator. He said, nobody relies on another person. The president doesn't have more power than senators, and that's the truth. And they need to know. All of them running to the president need to know that the powers of the president is generated from the Constitution. The powers of the legislature is generated from the Constitution.
The power of the judiciary is from the Constitution. They are called equal arm of government.
Running to the president.
Co-equal arm of government. They tend not to know that, but that co-equal arm of government. In certain cases, in certain cases, the Senate could even be stronger than the executive when it comes to appropriation.
Exactly.
You can't get anything through budget.
They love their power of oversight over the executive.
It's all right. Let's just keep it to Apoti, Natasha, and the time is against us. Let's hope the Senate president takes the leadership role, like
I
you
really
said,
wish he
and
does.
understand that this is also a woman, and
He has not shown good leadership
and let's
at
not
all.
let's not overstretch that. Hopefully Nigerians find a common ground so that Senator Natasha can represent her people very well for this remaining part of 2 years. No district, no constituency, deserves not being fully represented. I don't think there is any cause. What was our reservation with Rivers State?
Exactly.
You can see they are praising Asiwaju for being proactive. But as at that, our worries are that there were certain people not being represented. That is not right. You can't pick 4 people to say 4 people are legislators for the state. So that's just it.
And I hope this June 12th will serve as a yardstick for them to make peace in so many areas.
And I'm so sure Asiwaju has this affinity with June 12 because even while PDP were celebrating Democracy Day May 29, in Lagos then, Asiwaju was celebrating Democracy Day at June 12. So I'm expecting a lot in this.
And June 12 is a political liberation for this country. So we should use it.
Yes.
Restore Fubara, the Senate, call back Natasha.
Yes.
Let's have democracy. That's what we want.
Yes. So we expect that to happen. And Nigerians get set for a better governance.
We really pray and hope so.
Yeah.